Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Homie Connect podcast. You got C's in the house. You got me, Lefty, in the house for episode 33. Oh, man, this is episode 33, the big 3-3. One of our favorite numbers, 33.
Yes,
C's,
sir.
man, what you got going on, dude? Good to see you. Been a minute.
I know it's been a minute, man. Just chilling, man. Chilling. Uh, Today, Sunday, chilling. Went to church, of course.
Yeah,
Went to
yeah, yeah.
church. Took the family, and then today also I went to go see Minecraft with my boys, my,
Oh,
my
okay,
two
okay.
oldest boys. And yeah, man, just it. Just I know we haven't been on here in a minute, but yeah, last week I was
Yeah,
celebrating my birthday.
yeah, birthday boy.
Damn, Friday, the before my birthday, I got lit. And the
Ooh.
bad part is I got lit off of like 3 margaritas.
Oh shit.
I was bad, dog. It was
Oh
bad. Like
damn.
throwing up bad. I was like, oh man.
Oh no. You went
Uh,
to a
uh,
restaurant?
yeah, restaurant, but it was double
Oh.
shot. It was double shot margaritas.
Oh. Oh. So
And I went to a restaurant.
yeah, like six shots.
Yeah. And then
Oh.
of course, eating and shit. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
then afterwards, like, I was just me and my wife, and
Okay.
oh yeah, it was like, oh dude, I was like, damn. Now
Where'd
I'm
you
like,
go?
we went to like what is it like what do you call those boiling crab type of restaurants where you get the
Oh.
bag and like you start eating the crab or shrimp. I
Oh.
know you don't
That
like
is
shrimp, but I love
nah,
that shit.
yeah.
So I was like,
Oh
I
man.
was going at it, but yeah, I got a little too tipsy. And
Oh,
then
that does not.
afterwards, yeah,
Yeah,
afterwards,
that.
my girl was like, "Man, you just had 3." I was like, "Damn, for real, that's it." I was like, "Oh man, that's bad."
Oh, that doesn't sound good coming up.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
I
dude,
mean the
that
food was
is.
good, but I mean I'm telling you, I was just like, I don't know how I blacked out. I was like, I do remember some things, but not all things.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah,
Damn.
you were like throwing up, and like I was driving, and you were like out the window." I was like, "Damn, like that." And she's like,
Damn.
I was like, "Damn."
Holy shit. Damn. Bringing it back to our early 20s.
I
Holy
know, dog.
shit.
And then
Wow.
I was like, damn, I can't hang no more, man. I can't because I don't. I mean, I honestly don't really drink that much. I don't
Yeah, yeah,
drink
yeah.
like I only drink every now and then. I'll take a Jack
Yeah.
and Coke or sip a beer when I'm
Right.
you know busy at work. I was like, fuck, I just
Mm-hmm.
need to drink something,
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, it's
Yeah.
just chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And then Saturday was my birthday. Just same thing, chilled. I had some family over, ate.
Yeah.
I was a little bit hungover, but I wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
by afternoon I was
Yeah.
all right.
Well, you
And then
barfed it all out.
yeah, of course. And then yeah, and then that's it, man. Then just the rest of the week working, taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
I know next week we have like Easter Sunday, so we're looking
Mm-hmm.
forward
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Okay. Okay.
And then that's it, man. How about you? How's your time been, man?
It was good, man. First off, cheers. Happy
Oh,
birthday. You
thank you.
know.
I'm on water, so.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I think the last couple of times I haven't had anything, and
Mm,
you've had something, and I've had water, so
hmm
it is all good. You want to tell the people how what birthday you were celebrating, what anniversary of your 21st birthday you were celebrating?
Oh, what is it? 43?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 43.
So you were celebrating the what is that? 22nd anniversary or the
Pretty
21st
much, yeah.
birthday?
22nd.
Yeah, there you go, man. No, man. For me, it's just been busy, dude.
Yeah.
I have no life outside of work, bro. I mean, between the softball tournament, we had one this weekend.
Yeah.
I was exhausted, man.
Sheesh.
Yesterday we went. Yesterday we had I think it was a 9 o'clock game.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. We had a
Uh,
9 o'clock, an 11 o'clock, and a 2 o'clock.
oh.
And bro, it's hot now. It's
Yeah.
hot. It was it might have been 100 degrees.
Oh.
And like the sun out here in Arizona, bro, it doesn't play around. Like it could be 75 degrees, but if you're in
Yeah.
that sun, that shit's still trying to kill you. So like out here, we're like 98 degrees, and it's just kind of burning. Man, it was hot. It was hot,
Yeah.
dude. My cheeks were red as fuck. Like I was burnt. Like I even put everything on, but I was still hot, dude.
Uh,
We were gassed. By the time we got home, dude, I crashed. I had nothing left.
yeah.
My daughters wanted to watch Mufasa. I was trying to watch Mufasa, dude. snoring my ass off. And then today we had another game.
Yeah.
Uh, we had an 8 o'clock game, so our asses had to be there at 7, which meant my wife and I had to wake up at 5 to make sure we woke up
Mm.
the girls. Unfortunately, we lost, so
Mhm.
our morning ended early. So frustrating, man. Almost had it, dude.
Mhm.
We were coming back. We were losing 12-7, and
Okay.
basically it was the bottom. We were home, so it was the bottom of the inning, and it was the last inning, and we lost 11-12.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, and it sucked too, dude. Like, my daughter she got plunked in the ribs or whatever.
Yeah.
But she took it like a champ. I know my wife put it up on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she got plunked in the ribs, but she took it like a champ. And the bases were loaded, dude. Oh, so mad, bro. Bases were loaded. We had one out, bases loaded, and both batters struck out staring. I was
Oh.
like, oh my god. I was like, we just need one. We just need one. At this point, I'm like, come on, pitcher, hit him, hit him, hit him,
Oh.
because it was bases loaded. So it's like if you hit one, then you'll tie it.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, keep it going, and nah, unfortunately, that didn't happen. So
Oh.
yeah, it's been busy, dude. Like I said, though for those that know, I don't have a life right now. It's
Mhm.
it's it's softball and swim for our
Mm.
family, and it's crazy busy. I know that next week, next weekend we have. I'm going off roading with a couple of the dads from my little girl's friends at school. Not
Mhm.
not from the softball team or anything like that, but
Okay.
yeah, we had like a game night a couple of weeks ago, and they came over, and we get along with them really well. So we're like,
Mhm.
hey, we should go off roading, and it's like, yeah, we should. And so I was like, you know what? I don't know when I'm gonna have another weekend. Next weekend we're free,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and then I was like, all right, let's do something that weekend because I don't have many weekends. So
Are
yeah,
you, are you taking the family off roading, or is it just you and the guys?
just the dads.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the
Okay.
dads. So yeah, man, that's what we'll be doing, and then obviously
Okay.
we'll be celebrating Easter with the family. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's been busy, dude.
Oh,
Like
órale, órale.
today, I was tired, bro, but I looked at my backyard and I was like, man, shit, like the grass is getting tall, and I was like,
Mhm.
well, I'm not gonna do it next weekend because next weekend I'm gone all Saturday, and then
Yeah.
Sunday is Easter. And then the following weekend after that, we have a tournament, but we won't be here. We're actually going to go to a baby shower up in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So we won't even be here for that. So basically, I won't be attending to my backyard for like the
A
next three
month and
weeks.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. I was like, oh, it's gonna look bad. I was like, nope, I got to do it now. So I toughed it out. And
No,
then one thing,
órale.
you know how it goes, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it goes for you, but like, you start one thing, like, so I started in the backyard, and then I finished the backyard, and I was like, ah, fuck. Well, for me, like, I got to do the front yard because
Mm.
we have a tree that drops a lot of like yellow leaves. It's called a palo
Oh,
verde.
okay. Yeah.
And I was like, man, it's gonna keep getting bad. I was like, all right, let me just do it. So I started doing the front yard. Man,
Oh shit.
shit. We got home. Fuck, dude. We got home like around, I don't know, maybe 11:30, maybe
Mhm.
12. Bro, I didn't I didn't stop. I didn't sit down till like 5 ish.
Mhm.
And then I took a shower, and then that's when you text me, and I was like, bro, I don't know. I'm trying to take a nap.
Okay.
I don't really take naps. I'm not a
Yeah.
napper. I suck at taking naps. In fact, I didn't really get to take a nap. I was trying my best.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I,
No, it's like you. Like, I don't know. Because I know I try to take a nap too, but I'm just too alert. Like anything that
yes,
you're like, huh? You're
yes,
like,
I'm way
okay.
too alert.
Yeah.
I'm over there hearing conversations, with my,
Yeah.
my, my wife and my daughter, and I'm like, no, like even if I try to isolate myself,
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm way, like you said, dude, I'm way too alert. I fucking hate it. Like, I
Yep. Yep.
absolutely hate it. I don't know how to just shut off the world.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
eyes are closed. I might even feel like I'm drooling a little, but I'm still wide awake. I'm like, God damn, this sucks.
Yeah, you take like little 5 minute naps and you're like still alert, like and
Yeah.
then you take another one, like
Yep.
nah, it's
So
just not
I,
worth it.
I don't know how to nap, dude. I don't know how to
Yeah.
nap to save my life. But yeah, man. That's what's been going on. I will say not a lot's been going on in the sports world.
Yeah.
It's a little dead, even though we do got baseball. We've got basketball. We've got a little bit of NFL news, not much.
Hmm.
And then obviously we've got some F1 still in season. But man, it's kind of a lull right now.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's baseball season is starting. The what is it? 100 and is it 62 games or 82 games? The what's their season? Like
I
one
think it's like
something.
I thought it was like 160 something.
Yeah, 162, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was like game number 12 or something like that for each
Uh huh.
team. So it's like,
No, it's like 15, 16. Yeah, we got a long way
yeah,
to
yeah, a
go.
long as and Dodgers are, they everybody's Dodgers are the favorites, of course, but I mean, even though they're losing, and then
Yeah.
talk about in the NL West, where it's like the Giants and the Padres are like keeping up with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'm keeping up with the games, with the Dodger games, but I mean, I'm just like, you know what? Wait until after the All Star game, and then, that's when it
Yeah.
starts to pick up, and you'll see the
Yeah.
teams separate, and
Yeah.
something go good. So yeah, man, just keeping an eye on the team. I'll watch him on TV, but like background noise, and be doing something else and
Yeah.
chilling. I know today they lost. They lost yesterday against
They got
the
smoked yesterday.
yeah 16-0 against the Cubs, and then today I think they lost. I believe it was 4-2. So yeah, they lost 2 of 3 at home. So I was like, oof, Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. This day,
Yeah.
like I said, still long ass road.
Yeah. They I think they've lost 5 of the last 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's and they were undefeated. Like what?
Hmm.
They were like
Yeah,
what were they like
7
eight
and
and 0 or
yeah,
7?
7.
No, they were like 8-0 at one point.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
oh
mean they got a good squad, but it's like I said, long season. Don't worry,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
still a long way to go. So we'll see.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I got you. I mean, even then, right? Like
Hmm.
it just even when you have a squad like that, it takes time for it to continue to mesh or
Yeah.
maintain or whatever. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. I was like, man, I did not. I lost money on them actually.
Oh really?
I took the Dodgers as part of my parlay.
Oh.
Um, I flipped it so that they would, so that I kind of changed the spread, and I was like, all right, well, we'll make it so that the Dodgers. I think I flipped it so that they wouldn't lose by more than 2.
Okay.
Fucking didn't matter, bro. They got smoked
Yeah.
16-0. I was like,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
That was for that day. I was like, fuck.
Oh, it was yesterday. Damn. Yeah, it was a bad game.
Yeah, yeah. That was the only one too. That was like the one that I missed on a parlay. It was like a 5-game parlay. I was like, shit.
I see. That's the one thing I do wish the Dodgers get better at is their pitching, because I know their pitching. They got a bunch of new players, rookies. Glasgow, Blake Snell. I think Blake Snell's injured. Glasgow's pitching good. And they got a couple. I think 2 Japanese pitchers.
Yeah,
Um,
Sasaki.
yeah, Sasaki. He's a rookie, but I mean, hopefully they gel into it and continue it going. But I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it's a long season, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, who do they have? They got Colorado coming up.
Yeah.
All right,
I
they
think
should be all
Colorado's
right,
in.
right?
Yeah, Colorado's in 4th place in the division, so this should be all right. Hopefully.
Bro, they're 3-12 and 1-8 away. So
Yeah, so there you
so
go.
if the Dodgers don't take advantage of it, that's
Yeah.
a problem. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, not much to report on my end for the Guardians. I mean, the Guardians, they're in the middle of same thing, the Central.
Mhm.
They're, I think, 1 game back out of first, but
Mhm.
it's not like it's anything pretty, bro. I think let me look it up, but we're barely 500. I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're 533. We're 8-7. So
Okay.
yeah, so the Central is not very pretty.
Mhm.
The Guardians are not doing that great. So, but like you said, it's a long season, and it
Yeah.
always happens. I mean,
Yep.
I've always seen Cleveland kind of hang around, and then towards the end, they pull away,
They pick
take
it up.
over.
Yep.
Yep, they pick it up, pull away, and they get into the playoffs, and then they get knocked out. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll
so
see. Yep.
yeah, we'll see what Cleveland does this year, man. We'll see. It is what it is. It's kind of hard to compete against those big market teams.
Yeah.
You know. Then we got the NFL draft, man. The
Yep.
NFL draft is around the corner. We're 2 weeks away, or 2
Mhm.
Thursdays from today.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what first round or round 1 looks like. see some of those quarterbacks, but I don't think there's anything special there. Has anything changed for you as to who you think?
No, I mean, listening to all the podcasts for the 49ers, everybody wants them to go either defensive lineman or offensive lineman, which I'm totally fine. I would prefer offensive lineman because I have a feeling the 49ers, they always like take a defensive lineman and he doesn't hit, they don't hit. So I was like, you know what? And they usually hit like later in the rounds, like round 3, round
Mhm.
4. So I was like, all right, 49ers, just wait until in middle of the draft.
Mhm.
But I remember the one good, well, not good, but the one news I heard is that Derek Carr, I know he's injured with a shoulder injury, and so they're concerned about his shoulder. So they're like, oh, maybe the Saints might draft the quarterback now with Derek Carr, being injured. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That means,
Mhm.
another good player falling to the 49ers because 49ers got the 11th pick. The
Mhm.
Saints got the 9th pick. So I was like,
Yep.
oh, okay, okay. So that's hopefully they do pick a quarterback so that player, falls further,
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll see. But to me, like I said, I'm confident the 49ers will make a good choice. I do prefer offensive linemen, but like I don't know if I said this before. My dream pick is Tyler Warren from
Mhm.
the tight end from Penn State. He's like
Yeah.
a slash. He does a lot, so I was like, oh, that'll be exciting for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that would be nice. That'd be nice for
yeah,
Frisco. Yeah, I think I saw Mel Kiper was
hmm
talking about Shador
yeah,
to the Saints.
yeah. But
So
damn, I don't know if he'll fall
that's a
that
drop.
far.
That's a hell
Yeah,
of a drop. I mean, unless the Saints move up, but that's a
yeah.
hell of a drop. But does that mean that people are starting to see Shador drop?
I mean, I think so because I know he just had his pro day recently. I think it was like last week or two
How
weeks
did
ago.
his pro day go? Because I missed
It
it.
was it was the same, typical easy
Scripted.
throws. Yeah,
Mm,
scripted easy throws. Nothing major.
yeah, yeah,
I'm sure the teams just wanted to interview him and see him,
yeah.
run some little routes, but it's the same pro day. It's like I remember the Giants Wilson. What's his quarterback name? The white boy
Uh,
Wilson.
for
Uh,
the Giants.
yeah, I mean for the Jets. Sorry, Jets.
Oh,
Was it
Zach.
Zach
No,
Wilson?
yeah,
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 that
yeah,
it was. Yeah, Zach Wilson.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember he had his pro day, and everybody's like, "Oh shit! Like this motherfucker is the next big thing." Pro day, like, "Oh, look at this bomb," and blah blah. Like,
uh,
now look at Zach
nah,
Wilson. I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
cool off, cool it on
Been
that pro day.
been bouncing around. Been
Yeah.
bouncing
So,
around.
but yeah, that's all I've heard. 49ers, and I'm sure the same thing with the Bills. Like, what
Oh
can you
yeah,
do? You're like way down there in the draft. Like,
yeah, yeah. You're just waiting. So
yeah,
I think
exactly.
Buffalo's gonna go with you know um with the best player available.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen us going like defensive backfield.
Mm.
Um, so either kind of like a top rated corner,
Mm.
or the other one that people are seeing falling to us is the safety from shit. I don't remember it. I don't know if it's one of the Carolinas, but
Oh, okay.
Wari.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yes. I know who
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. So they've got that, and there was a defensive lineman that
Okay.
they were kind of putting our name with. If he falls to us, but um, I don't remember the lineman's name or
Oh, okay,
whatever.
okay.
But yeah, they had him falling to us. But I want defensive backfield help.
Okay.
I want either a corner or a safety. I'd be cool with him in Wari.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd
He
be a
had a
cool little
good
pickup.
pro day. I think he did. I know he
Yeah,
ran a good 40. So.
yeah, that'd be because that's what we don't have. We don't have speed
Okay.
in the Buffalo Bills defensive backfield. So that would be nice. That would be nice.
Gotcha.
Uh, I'm looking to pull up a mock draft,
Okay.
because I want to see why all of a sudden Shador Sanders is falling to the Saints because they don't have
Mm,
him. They don't have him being traded up. So let me pull one up right quick, and
yeah.
I'm pulling up. All right, I'm gonna pull one up for CBS by Jared Dublin. And it
Okay.
says Shador Sanders falls to the Saints. Let's see. All right, so they've got. Here, let me share the screen. Do 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 do. Here we go. Screen. Nope. There we go. All right, let's share this bad boy. All right, here we go. So check it out. They got Cam Ward, then Travis Hunter,
Okay.
which I don't disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as long as you have to choose where you're gonna put him though. I really don't see him going both ways. I could be wrong,
I do. I
but
do. He's good. He's a good. I think he's a better cornerback, but as a receiver, I know he did some like drills as a receiver in his pro day with
mhm,
Shadur Sanders, and everybody's like, or the scouts or receivers who
yeah.
actually played the game, they're like, no, look at his footwork. His footwork is not there. Definitely not there.
That's what
And
I'm
like,
saying. Like I
yeah.
think they're better off just giving him like playing him as a corner
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and maybe sprinkling him as receiver.
Yeah.
Kind of like the gimmicky when it was with Deion Sanders, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
kind of like that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then they've got Abdul Carter.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
good. I like that with the
it
Giants.
it seems like he worked his way up. I think they have him lower in the draft originally.
No, he's always been up there
He's
because
always been up there.
yeah, he's good.
He's one.
They're
He's
comparing
one.
him. They're comparing him to Micah Parsons. They're like
Gotcha.
this, Penn State, Micah Parsons. They're like, yeah, this motherfucker's gonna be good. So
Okay.
that's why
Okay.
he's
Okay.
up there.
You got Will Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
Mason Graham. So obviously none of these teams needs quarterbacks, which
Yeah,
is interesting though. I'm surprised that the Giants are shying away from a quarterback, but it is kind of hard to pass up on Abdul Carter.
yeah, no, it is.
Um,
And then I'm thinking the Giants are gonna just wait for next year. Next
yeah.
year is loaded with.
Tator McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've heard a lot of good things about him. You know, I think he'll be fine. But would you?
I know the bad thing about that fool is that he's on video talking about like, oh, like I don't watch film and I never have, and blah blah blah, and I don't think I will. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't think you want to be saying that right now, man. But
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
that's a little knock on him right now. It's like, oh, this
yeah,
fool doesn't watch film, and he's not like that receiver where he's like, in his books, 24/7,
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, look at him. He did good at what is it, Arizona? So I
Yep,
mean, he's doing something good. So we'll
yep.
see, we'll see.
Then you've got Armand Membu, an
I
offensive
like
tackle.
that player.
Yeah. You definitely got to get some offensive line help,
Yeah,
especially for Justin Fields.
yeah.
And then like the Panthers, they're not going to need a
No, they
quarterback.
got Young,
Bryce
Bryce
Young,
Young.
yeah, he came around.
Mm-hmm.
So then they got Shador Sanders.
Okay.
I don't see. Here's the thing, though. I don't see he doesn't drop tonight, and I'll tell you why he doesn't drop tonight. Because somebody else is going to trade up.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Like, think about it. I know that like even with the Panthers, dude.
They could trade out Mike Green. I was like,
Yeah,
you don't need
yeah,
Mike
they could
Green.
trade out. Yeah, even the Jets, in theory, could trade out, get a little bit more picks, so you get a little bit more on the back end, as far as getting some more draft picks or whatever, some draft compensation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think he falls all the way to 9 just because I think someone trades up. But
Hmm.
that doesn't mean the Saints can't trade up, knowing that
Yeah.
they're afraid somebody might jump them and
Hmm.
and get Sanders. But dude, that is interesting to see
Yeah.
Sanders go from the number one quarterback, which I was not a fan of. I was like, I don't like him as one. I'm on record saying I didn't like him as one.
Yeah.
I like Cam Ward better. To now, then he went to 2, and now he's dropping all the way to 9, dude.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's insane. This is another one I was keeping an eye out.
No, the
Ashton
running back.
Genty, yeah, I like him. They don't have you guys taking the tight end.
Yeah.
They got you guys taking Walker.
Oh, that's why I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So, it's a bunch of mock drafts. I was like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I like Matthew Golden though.
Okay. Yeah, the
Yeah,
receiver. Yeah, I do
yeah,
like him too.
he would love to go to Dallas.
Yep.
Imagine you stay in Texas. Yeah, that'd be interesting. So yeah, man.
Mm.
Oh, there's Tyler Warren.
Tyler
Ooh,
Warren. Yeah.
that's gonna suck, dude. If you're right there, you got a shot at him, and Tyler Warren's there.
I'm
And
telling you, it's my pick. It's like I hope because I've seen him play, and I was like, damn, this is what Tyler Warren just jumps out at you. Like this
yeah,
motherfucker can play. This fool's gonna. He's like the other like Brock Bowers. Like when I saw him
hmm
play last not two like 2 seasons ago at Georgia, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this what Brock Bowers is gonna be he's gonna be different in the NFL. I was like, that's what I saw with Tyler Warren. I was like, this motherfucker is gonna be legit in the NFL. Like, and you see now Brock Bowers, like, dude, I think Brock Bowers is gonna be the first tight end off the boards in our fantasy mock draft.
Yeah. Oh,
On
yeah.
our fantasy draft because
Oh, yeah.
that fool did good with the
And
Raiders.
especially when the rest of the tight ends sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
All season long, our tight ends sucked.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers was the only tight end who was
Brock
balling.
Bowers
So
with the Raiders quarterback
yeah,
with Gardner Minshew and I forgot
before
who else.
yeah, before freaking well, didn't Aiden O'Connell play this
Yeah,
year as well?
Aiden
Yeah,
exactly.
it was O'Connell. Yeah,
And
so
that fool Brock Bowers got a 1,000-yard season. I was like, God damn, this was good.
that's insane, dude.
So that's why I'm like, I saw Tyler Warren. I was like, dude, Niners, come on. Like, I would love that pick, man. But we'll see.
6'6", 256 pounds. That is a big boy.
Yeah, man. We'll see.
That
We'll
is
see.
a big boy. It's crazy though. He's listed as the number 2 tight end.
Yeah,
tight end?
Loveland, the Michigan receiver, Michigan tight end is better. But they say what I read about Loveland is that he's more technical, more what you call a tight end.
Yeah.
Where Tyler Warren is more like a slash, like he could line up in the backfield, take the snap and run, or he could line up as a receiver and
So Loveland's more well-rounded.
Exactly,
because he can actually block probably and
more like a tight end, typical tight end. Tyler Warren is like he's a tight end, listed as a tight end, but he could do everything else, like running back, receiver. He could still block. He could play tight end, of course.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that'll be a nice pickup.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But we'll see.
That's interesting. Yeah, man. So, yeah, like you said, Derek Carr, his season's looking like it's at risk. It looks like he's going to be done for the season because usually with something like that where there's smoke, there's fire, and I think he's done skis. And then the only other thing you got in the news for the NFL draft is Joe Flacco is rejoining the Browns for another season. So it sounds like it's going to be him duking it out with who? With Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston's with the Giants. I think it's.
Oh, you're right.
Pickett or who?
Yep.
Is it Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
No, Kenny Pickett stayed with the Pittsburgh.
Didn't Pickett get traded?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably did then. It's one of those backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, I thought Pickett got traded. Let's see right now. I thought he got traded. Yep, he's with the Browns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be Pickett versus Flacco, pretty much. And then you still got, of course, Watson right there. But I don't think so.
You think Watson's gonna? I don't know. You think Watson's gonna?
No.
He said no.
Even the owner came out saying like, it was a big swing and miss with Watson, and I was like, oh, really? No shit, dumbass.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, like, oh man, so bad.
Big swing is an understatement.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I think that is a big.
Yeah, I think that report came out like 2 weeks ago, and the owner Haslam, he's like, yeah, that's basically falls on my wife and I, big swing and miss, and blah blah. And that's why I was like, man, if only we could find the owners. If only we could find the owners.
Seriously,
like, dude, fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, what I'll tell you is not a big swing and a miss. Is F1 season is back, baby.
Wait. Let me talk about the Lakers. Sorry. Let me interject.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the Lakers.
Just quickly, playoffs. The Lakers finished with the 3rd seed. They're in the playoffs, and shout out to the Lakers, man. It's getting exciting. It is exciting with Luka Doncic as I guess the leader of the pack. You still got LeBron, but man, what a turnaround! What a trade! Back in February. Somehow they got Luka Doncic, and Luka Doncic, they made it into they went from like a barely making it into the playoff to like a playoff like number 8 seed to like the number 3 seed, and they're gonna end up facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what a trade, what a player could do for a team, man. Crazy. But yeah, I think the NBA draft starts next week.
You mean the playoffs?
Playoffs. Sorry. the playoffs next week, and it should be one of those good games, man.
Yeah, you have the winning in.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm. The
so
tournament.
yeah, so you've got the Hawks versus the Magic, and then you've got the Grizzlies versus the Warriors on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think it's the same thing on the 16th. You've got the Heat and the Bulls versus the Mavericks and the Kings, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I think like you said, after that they the playoffs will start. I think what is it, the 18th?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man,
So
it should be good, man. It should be good for the Lakers. Good experience. Luca, I'm saying, I don't know, blessed that Luca just got traded to the Lakers, and there you go.
that is a swing and a
But,
miss.
oh,
That
I
is a
mean,
swing and a miss by the not by the Lakers,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
not by the Lakers.
The funny thing is, I was thinking about my statement. I think it was like the first or second episode that I made. Like, oh, the owner was it Genie Bus has to sell the
Yeah.
team now because the Lakers
Mhm.
suck. They're not getting
Mhm.
no picks. And I was like thinking about it, and I was like, man, now I gotta make a new prediction. Like, Genie Bus, you gotta keep the team now. Like, you gotta. She can't sell. You can't sell now. Shit, you
Nah.
gotta. Now you gotta. I think they're gonna add another star player to the Lakers next season because now it's like you got this good player and he's gonna take you to the championship for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see, man. But yeah, like you said, it's a big swing and a miss for the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks, because yeah, it was you don't trade away that type of player. I don't know.
No.
I don't
No.
know.
That
I don't
was
know.
that's the basketball equivalent to the Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, fans were burning their Dallas stuff. They
Yeah.
were they were mad, dude. They were
They're
mad.
mad, and they're still mad, and they should be
Yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah.
how do you? And the funny thing is, like, that dude, Luca went. They had their game. I think it was last Wednesday, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Doncic first game back in Dallas, and the crowd was cheering him on. Like every time he made a basket, it was like, even though he was with the other team, they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're excited, cheering him on, saying thank you, and I was like,
Mhm.
man, oof.
Yeah.
It was a big game. Doncic, I think ended up with 45 points against his old team, and it's like, oh man, like you guys traded a good player to
Yeah.
a great organization. So I was like, oh
Yeah. Yeah. He had 45 points that game.
yeah, and I think that's what made most of the fans angry at the Dallas Mavericks front office because they're like, why if you're gonna trade him, like trade him, but like get a lot more, and then don't trade him to the Lakers because like
Yeah. Yeah. In your yeah.
in your division, and I'm
Mhm.
sure they're like, oh, we hate the Lakers because they're big market team, they're so good, they got so many championships, and now I'm pretty sure now like, how are we gonna trade our best player to the best team? And it's like, oh man, like double whammy.
Yeah, dude. That was. I don't even really watch basketball, but I
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell? I was like,
yeah,
I can believe that one. So when
yep,
when Dallas fans were losing their mind, I thought it was hilarious because all I could think of was the Saquon trade.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that was bad. So, do you think your Lakers are gonna make a deep run into the playoffs? Do you think Luca is the missing piece to get them that championship?
Yeah, I think they are. The only weakness with the Lakers is their interior, like the big man. They have one big man who's
Hmm.
athletic, but
Yeah,
other than that, that's it. Like they don't have. So if you get like a player that's inside, like a tall center,
yeah,
then that's their weak spot. But other than that, they can score. They got Luca. They got LeBron, who's got a lot of playoff experience, and
yeah,
they got a pretty good. They don't have a young team. They don't have an old team. They got like a middle aged team. So and they're still
yeah,
good. So I think they can. The only other team that could probably beat them is the young team that just runs up and down the court, gets
yeah,
them tired, and then they can't score, because they're just tired and shit.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like it's gonna come down to like Oklahoma City, who are young, younger than the Lakers, and they do run up and down. And then the Houston Rockets, the same thing. They're young and they just run up and down the court, get you tired, and then they beat you that way. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
Which are the top two teams above them? So
Exactly.
it's
Yep.
seeds one and
Mhm.
two. So
Mhm.
that'll be interesting, dude.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, man, we'll see. Congratulations to the Lakers, man.
Hey, there you
Excited.
go.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, let's not forget the other LA team. Much to the
Mm.
joy of Brentwood. Um, is the Clippers also
And
made
the
the
Clippers.
playoffs.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Clippers also made the playoffs. They are the number 5 seed.
5 seed.
So
Yep.
Clippers made the playoffs too, man. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, their team is starting to come around.
yeah,
They're the good thing about the Clippers is they're avoiding injuries, so
yeah,
everybody's healthy. So it's like, oh, if they could keep their health, they could also make a deep run because
yeah,
they got some proven veterans there. So
yeah. And they ended up with the same record as the Clippers. I mean, as the
yeah,
Lakers.
yeah,
So
mm-hmm.
both 50 and 32. So
Yep, yep.
that I'm only gonna be keeping track of the playoffs just because both LA teams are in it. So that's kind of
Okay.
nice. Even though I do kind of lean a little bit more towards the Clippers because it's always interesting to see how far they can make it into the playoffs.
They never won
Uh,
a championship, so that's why
that
everybody.
that
I
yeah,
think
that's what
that's
I'm
why
saying.
everybody's like, "Oh, Clippers, let's go."
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, dude, two teams with championships.
And you know what? The only thing, I mean, the thing I like about the Clippers, their owner, Ballmer, who's
Yeah,
like, you could tell he's really invested in the team.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I hope. Like, part of me is like, yes, like,
If not the Lakers, the Clippers, right?
yeah, like he's invested in the team. He's sitting courtside. He's built this. I'm sure it's a beautiful Intuit Dome, in Inglewood, and it's like, dude, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's. That's what you want in an owner, like. You
Mm-hmm.
know what? Like, let me invest in the team and give
Yeah.
these fans and a great experience. So
He's all in.
he's all in. Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, man, we'll see what the playoffs
We'll
are
see. I'll
like.
keep you guys updated for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it more
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as in the next podcast because by then they probably will have already started the playoffs.
Yeah. Yep.
One team that didn't make it is the Phoenix Suns.
Oh.
Yeah, they did not make it. Um, it is what it is. I'm not a Phoenix Suns fan or whatever, but it is cool to go to their games out here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially because my boss got some pretty nice seats. So,
Mm.
like I said, I'm like I think it's like man, probably like almost eight rows up from the court.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then it comes with all you can eat. So there's like a little. It's called the Ultra Club, so like the Miller Ultra Club or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of you just kind of go down like 2-3 rows, and then you're able to go down into like its own little like restaurant or whatever.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
just kind
Yeah.
of load up on
Yeah.
beer
I've
or
been to one
whatever.
of those. I've been to one of those at LAFC game where they have the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. It's like the luxury seats. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, dude, like we like free drinks, free beer. I think the mixed drinks were you got to
yeah. You
pay,
got to pay for the mixed drinks.
but
Yeah,
it was like free beer, free food, free candy, free snacks.
yeah,
You could take the candy to the seats. You could take
yep,
anything to the seat. I was like, oh, dude, we love
yeah.
that shit. I was like,
Yeah, that
hell
was pretty cool. Oh yeah,
yeah,
no, that was pretty cool. That's how even then, like, people are like, they're still watching the basketball game, and I'm like, man, it's like 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's go down there before it gets
yeah,
packed. Let's go down and get a good seat. It's like because
yeah,
you can still watch it from in there because they
yeah,
got
yeah.
TVs. So I was like, whatever, let's go down, beat the rush, and then everybody's scrambling looking for seats or whatever, and I'm like, nope, I'm taking advantage of this.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's
Yeah,
nice, man. Hell yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, let's jump on into F1, man. I know you've been keeping track of F1. You're starting
Hmm.
to get more and more into F1. So let me hear your thoughts, man. You've been watching F1. I know you watched the previous race, previous to this weekend's
Yeah.
race. You watched Suzuka in
Hmm.
Japan, and then you watched this race. So what are you thinking, man? What are your questions?
Well, this race that I last saw, I didn't really watch it because I woke up late today.
Yeah, it's all
So I was
right.
like, oh, I saw who won.
Yeah.
But last race I did see it. It was a straightforward race with
Mhm.
Max Verstappen winning. He
Mhm.
won the pole, and it's like, he had a good car. But also what is it? The McLarens have a good car too. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and so it pretty much came down to like the pit
Yep.
stops, and I know Max Verstappen came out first. He kind of
Yeah.
like, not kind of, but he was going straight. Lando
Yeah.
was coming in, and he's like, oh, he
Yeah.
threw me into the grass or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're like, nah, you ran out of space. He's
Yeah,
fine.
you
So
ran out. Yeah, you ran out of row, bro. The row,
yeah,
the row went in. Your dumbass stayed out.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you pushed me." No, he didn't push you, dude. Verstappen's
Hmm.
known to be a dick, but he didn't do anything on that
No, yeah,
one.
you could tell Verstappen was just driving straight, and that
Yeah,
dude just ran out of road. So yeah,
yeah,
I know the Japanese race was straightforward. Max
yeah,
from the get go, from the start to finish. I was like, oh, that's
yeah,
hard to beat. And
yeah.
then this last race, I know what is it? Piastri won it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't see the whole race. I saw, I think, the ending of it, but like I said, I woke up late.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I gotta go to church.
Yeah.
Changing, trying to keep an eye on it, and it's like I gotta get the boys ready, and like
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. But I saw the results, and but
Yeah.
we'll see if
Yeah.
I could catch like the whole race. But yeah, man, you
Yeah.
tell me what did you see for this the Bahrain? Was it Bahrain, right?
Bahrain.
Bahrain, yeah. What did
Yeah.
you see
Yeah.
in the Bahrain race?
So Bahrain, same thing. I couldn't watch it live, just like you, because like I said,
Okay.
we have to be out of the house by 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we're out there, I don't have my phone on me at all, so
Okay.
we had no clue. But based on the way qualifying went yesterday, Piastri was just gone, and I was like,
Mm.
it's gonna be one of those races where it's like Piastri and McLaren. I
Mm-hmm.
thought Lando Norris would also be up there
Mm-hmm.
and would just smoke everybody and finish, like 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then obviously Lando finished or qualified. I think he qualified sixth, so he was a little far down.
Okay.
Um, it was interesting because who knows what the race might have looked like for him. He might have came in second. I don't know that he would have competed with Piastri on this one. He
Mm-hmm.
just because it didn't seem like he could keep up. But Lando also got a 5 second penalty.
Oh, I saw that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So
yes.
he got a 5 second penalty for jumping the start, which is interesting because my wife and I were talking about it. We're like, all right, it's really annoying, and I'm gonna call out the British media because they're so fucking biased. It's so fucking
Mm-hmm.
annoying. They were like, oh, it must have been a marginal. It was so marginal. It's like this motherfucker had a full on roll, bro, and he stopped. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's not marginal, motherfucker. That's pretty obvious. Like I
Mm.
remember last season, bro, Checo like moved half an inch and he got penalized. Like
Okay.
if half an inch and he got penalized. And like I think even prior to that, like last year, Norris had the same thing. Like he moved a little
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't penalize him. But they
Okay.
penalized Checo and we were like, oh, that's bullshit. We were even referencing like they didn't penalize Norris last time, And I'm like, okay, hold on. This was a full-on roll, bro. And you're like, oh, it was just marginal. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this British bias is annoying as shit. Because we're watching F1 TV, so we're
Yeah.
watching the British feed or whatever.
Okay.
But it was so annoying. And he only got a 5 second penalty, which I feel like there's been worse given. I thought there was 10, but they had a good enough car to compensate that 5 second penalty anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was boring in the sense of like, all right, Piastri's gone. No one's
Yeah.
gonna catch Piastri. It was kind of like the races 2 years ago when like no one was gonna catch Verstappen. It was like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It second and third is what matters now. The race between second and third is what matters. First is gone.
Mm.
So we figured, based on like I said, based on how Piastri smoked everyone in qualifying, I didn't think it was going to be much of a race unless McLaren screwed up their strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is what happened last week. Um, Technically, the best car was not the car that won. So Verstappen winning technically wasn't the best car.
Okay.
He was able to qualify first, and obviously that was a big help for him, and especially in a track where you don't get a lot of passing opportunities. Where in
Okay.
Bahrain you get a lot of passing opportunities. In
Okay.
Japan you don't, and so you got to take full advantage of the chances that you do get to pass. But like at one point, Lando was struggling to keep up with Max,
Mm-hmm.
and Piastri was faster, and instead of splitting their pit windows so that they can kind of do a Verstappen sandwich where one would have probably pitted early to
Mm-hmm.
force Red Bull to react or whatever. They didn't really do that. They weren't really
Mm.
smart with their strategy. So at the end of the day, Verstappen came out ahead of them. They weren't able to kind of put Red Bull in a bad spot, and then Piastri was actually faster than Lando, but he was behind Lando.
Okay.
And so they've got these papaya rules where it's like they've got basically two number one drivers,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, they always seem to fuck it up.
Okay.
Because it's like, well, Lando came in second last year. He almost got the driver's championship or whatever. But it's like they didn't let Piastri go past. So some people feel like if Piastri would have gotten past Lando
Mm-hmm.
a lot sooner, Piastri could have reeled in Verstappen.
Okay. Okay.
And so again, Suzuka was a super boring race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Lando mowing the lawn, it was a super boring race. And again, McLaren is kind of known for fudging the
Okay.
strategies sometimes. Uh, that came true on that day.
Okay.
And then yeah, obviously this last rain in Bahrain, you know, nothing exciting. George Russell for Mercedes just kind of hanging
Mm-hmm.
around. That dude's always kind of hanging around, dude. He somehow ends up on podium sometimes, just
Yeah.
hanging around. So that's pretty interesting to me. But it wasn't bad, dude. I mean, it's nice to see how the races are going in the sense that the drivers' championship is pretty close.
Yeah.
You got Lando in one, then you got Piastri who's 3 points behind, and then you've got you've got Max Verstappen who's eight
Okay.
points behind. You
Mm-hmm.
know, which goes to show you that Red Bull car is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
pretty shitty. He finished. I think Verstappen finished what, like sixth,
7.
seventh? Yeah, maybe.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you right now.
he wasn't up there. He was struggling.
6. Yeah, you finished
Yeah,
6.
it didn't help that they had a really bad strategy. Like at one point, he was hanging in there. He was doing okay, but when they switched, when they came into pit, they put him on hard
Oh,
tires, and
okay.
ever since they put him on hard tires, him and Yuki were the only ones on hard tires, and it was. I thought that was stupid. I was like,
Oh,
really?
really?
I was like, everyone else went the distance with medium tires,
Mm.
and they decided to go hard, and he lost all this traction because of it.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that was a stupid move by Red Bull, but whatever. I mean, I don't give a shit. Oh well,
Uh,
it is what it
and
is.
and so explain to me a little bit. What's the difference between medium tires and hard tires? Hard tires is, of course, they're harder. The rubber is harder, then, right? And what does
Yeah.
that do for you? What does that do for the car?
So it basically means that you're gonna have less traction off the bat. So less
Oh,
traction
okay.
off the bat. It's
With
gonna take
medium tires,
what?
correct?
Yeah, than with medium tires. So like
Okay.
they're gonna, and like sometimes tracks will respond or tires will respond better based on the track, right? Based on the
Okay.
surface of the track and things like that, the temperature and things like that. But with a hard tire, it's going to take longer to warm up, so it's going to take
Okay.
longer to build up that grip that you need. So that means that it's going to be harder for you to accelerate, harder for you to slow down, harder for you to kind of speed up coming out of those turns.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
at a disadvantage with cars that have medium tires. And so the hope there is that you're either going to be able to get into that sweet spot of the hard tire when everybody else's tire is falling off. So if a lot of them are on medium tires, they might have an advantage on you, for a couple of laps and things like that. But you hope, all right, the sacrifice in the beginning will be worth it later on in the race because their tires will start to fall off when my
Okay.
tires are starting to hit the sweet point.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And so and then you've got medium tires that obviously are a little bit of both, right? They've got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more durability than the soft tires, but less durability than the hard tires. But it's in the middle essentially, and then the soft tires are going to be your best ones for grip, best performance, best kind of short-term stint. Usually those are something you're going to bust out a little bit more if you've got the kind of pitch strategy you're going to have for if you're going to have one stop or two stops and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, and they'll use a lot of their soft tires obviously for qualifying, right? Because
Okay.
you really just need it for one or two laps on qualifying. You're trying to get that, and they have a certain amount of allocated tires, so they
Mm-hmm.
don't just have like an infinite amount of tires. So based on what you use some in practice and what you use some in qualifying, then you've got to kind of make it work.
Okay.
But I mean, they had their pick of tires, and I don't know. I think it was a bad strategy there for them.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so I've been listening to a couple podcasts, but I've also been paying attention. I mean, for me, I understand the media and I understand like spreading news or spreading rumors.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the rumors that I'm listening to, and I'm just looking for your opinion, is Max Verstappen. Do you think he's gonna be on Team Red Bull next year?
If you would have asked me this question at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of this season, I would have told you yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that he's going to continue
Yeah.
with Red Bull. But here's the thing. I don't know that he's going to continue in F1 much longer
Okay.
because he has said it before. Like for him, he's never. I want to say he has said it before, but he's never going to break Hamilton's record, or he's not going to get 8 championships,
Okay.
like or 7. Like that's not what he wants to do. He wanted to prove that he can win. He wanted to prove that he can win at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
But he's such a beast when it wants to wanting to succeed that he wants to keep winning in other things. So he
Okay.
wants to do like the 24 hours of Le Mans. He loves fucking doing like virtual racing. He
Oh, okay.
absolutely loves that. So there's that kind of temptation where it's like, okay, I know I'm the best at this. I want to try
Yeah.
something else. So I
Gotcha.
don't know
Gotcha.
how much longer he's motivated to continue to do this with F1.
Yeah.
And then given the fact that he's going to be a father this year,
Okay. Okay.
so he's going to have, I think he's going to have a baby girl. I'm not sure if they revealed it or not. I think they revealed it.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a baby girl. So it's like, when you have a kid, your priorities change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if that's going to change it for him. But to kind of talk about what you just kind of elaborated on is there's pictures and rumors
Mm-hmm.
of Verstappen's manager going off on Red Bull today,
Oh, okay.
including going off on Helmut Marko, which is
Okay.
that old fucking racist fart
Mm-hmm.
that's in Red Bull or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for Verstappen. I guess he's probably getting tired of working his ass off to squeeze the most out of this car.
Yeah. Okay.
The same car that wasn't the issue apparently,
Yeah.
and now is the issue. It's like, oh no
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah, because I know from what I've read, it's like, oh, Max. I think he signed for like 4 more years or something like that. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's got a
he,
couple of years, but yeah,
yeah, he has got a couple years. But then I heard like, oh, he has an a clause in his contract where he could, terminate it and go to another team. Of course, the
yeah,
other team they said could be either Mercedes, I believe, or Aston Martin.
yeah,
And I know Aston Martin is on the so the Aston Martin is owned by Lance Stroll, correct? Or is it
yeah, nah,
is it
yeah.
Lance
His
Stroll?
nah, I
His
don't know if
dad.
but his dad, yeah, Daddy
Oh,
Stroll. We'll call him Daddy Stroll.
okay, it's Daddy Stroll. And I know the Aston Martin, the automaker, is trying to get out of that F1 racing team contract. So I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. So is Max Stroll or Daddy Stroll going to throw a lot of money to Max Verstappen so he could join the team? Because I know they got a Newey, right?
yeah, and I think that was part of the strategy is they
Yeah.
threw a lot of money to get Newey, and
So he
then
could drive in Max Verstappen. So I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that was one of the rumors I read or saw it, listened to, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
yeah,
part of it is like rumors start, but they generate news and they generate, and I was like, oh, this could be it right here. But
yeah,
I mean, we'll see.
yeah. I think I think Aston Martin's also switching engine manufacturers. Are they?
Oh, okay.
I thought they were switching engine manufacturers. Um, Let me see. I thought they were.
Yeah, so what the continuing with that little rumor is like Max was like, oh, he's getting tired of the whole Red Bull team and the whole Red Bull car,
Mm-hmm.
so he's looking
Mm-hmm.
for a better car, and I was like, okay, so he could go to, he's not gonna go there, like he's not gonna go to McLaren because McLaren got two good drivers. He could
Yeah.
go to Mercedes because they do
Mm-hmm.
have Russell and then the other dude.
Antonelli, but Antonelli's doing pretty good. They have a rookie in
Exactly.
Antonelli, but he's doing pretty good.
He's doing good, yes. So they're like, oh, could George Russell? Because I think they said George Russell's out of contract after this
Yeah.
season. So I'm like, they're like, could George Russell be out? But I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, George Russell's a pretty good driver. I'm like,
Like he hangs around.
yeah,
He's nothing like, oh my god, he's the greatest driver. But he does enough to hang around and to hang around in podiums. I mean, So it's yeah. I think Mercedes. I would probably rule Mercedes out
Mm-hmm.
unless Russell or Antonelli start to flop. But
Okay.
Antonelli's doing pretty good, dude, for a rookie. I
Yeah.
mean, he's hanging in there. Um, and part of the reason why you hear kind of Aston Martin too is because Aston Martin is switching over to Honda
Oh, okay.
for 2026, and so they want to have a shot at being a contender, and now they got Newey, who's
Mm-hmm.
also obviously worked with
With
Honda
Max.
before, and
Oh,
Max,
okay. Max.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
both and Honda. So, I mean, that to me is very interesting, though. However, I don't know. Honda has made it clear that like when they supply the engine to Aston Martin, that they're going to give their 2 cents worth, and they want a Japanese driver. Of course,
Okay.
they're like, oh, but we'll leave it up to Aston Martin. Of course, we're just always going
Mm-hmm.
to give our thoughts and opinions. But that's a lot of what people have said before, was that the reason that Yuki was with V Carb or Racing Bulls is because Honda was supplying it, and they said, all right, as part of the deal is we want to choose a Japanese driver.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that
Okay.
was allegedly the reason that he was there, even though, Yuki's worked his way up, and he's doing pretty good. I mean, he did
Yeah,
pretty
he
good.
came in. I think
Was
he
it
came
10th?
in ninth.
Ninth or 10th?
No, sorry.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm on it right now. Where the fuck is Yuki? Ninth. Ninth.
Yeah, so he
So
got
he got
points.
it. He got points. Yep.
He got points. And so, I mean, and Liam Lawson,
Yeah, Lawson came in 17th. Oh,
yep,
yep.
17th. 17th, dude.
Right in front of Lance Stroll,
Yeah,
who's
that's what I was joking. I was laughing at. I was telling my wife. I was like, damn, Lance Stroll, you can't even beat Liam Lawson, and Liam Lawson had a 10-second penalty for causing a crash.
yeah,
I was like, damn, Stroll, like you
and that's
really
how
do suck.
and, and that's how I know you told me to watch Drive to Survive. So I was on
Uh,
season one, and that's how I know Daddy Stroll because
yep.
they introduced him, and they're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so this Daddy Stroll is, he came in and he threw a lot of money at what's the team that he threw? I think it was no,
Renault, I think it was
oh,
Renault.
was
Yeah,
it
it was
Renault?
Renault. Yeah, I think it was Renault.
No,
Yeah,
Williams, no,
no,
because
Williams is still there.
who was it then? Because I know so watching the documentary, race Drive to Survive. I know he came in and there was a female owner of the
Oh yeah, yeah,
team,
yeah, 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 yeah. That was Williams. Williams had the female
Williams,
owner.
right? Okay, yeah, and so
Yeah,
he pretty much told her like, I'll give you money,
yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
you got to let my son drive in your car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was like, oh damn, for reals? And I was like, oh geez. And then this fool comes in. He's like, in the interview, he's like, well, yeah, I know I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, and and I know who my dad is, and blah blah this. But at the same time, in that whole episode, they're making him seem like he's an asshole, and
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, this was definitely an asshole. Because I
yeah,
was like, yeah, he's talking shit to the pit crew while driving and shit, and I was like, oh, that's bad. So yeah,
yeah,
that's how I know about the strolls. I was like, oh, dude, these motherfuckers
yeah,
just throw money around like whatever. So
yeah,
it's
yeah. Lance
crazy.
Stroll's a billionaire. So,
Yeah,
sorry, Lawrence Stroll. That's
There you go, Lawrence.
the
Yeah,
dad's name is Lawrence Stroll. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like I think they were Renault before. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm,
positive. I
mm-hmm,
think
mm-hmm.
they were Renault before. Yeah, it's like I don't really even know that he is an asshole. He just sucks. Like
Yeah.
Lance Stroll just sucks as a driver.
Mm-hmm,
Like, and it's one of those where it's like, all right, there's better. You could have put better people in there. Like,
mm-hmm,
you've got a a multi-time champion in Fernando Alonso.
mm-hmm,
And then you've got Lance Stroll. Like,
mm-hmm.
really? You don't think you could put somebody else better? Like, is it really like he constantly underperforms so bad?
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you not like? Why would people want to work for? Why would people want to work as his pit crew?
Yeah.
Like you're yeah. Like at that point, you're like, whatever. I'm doing it for the paycheck. But like, dude, you don't have a chance. This dude's gonna fuck it up. He crashed a ton too, and he's always fucking it up. And you're like, man. man, this sucks, dude. We're not gonna do shit.
Yeah. And
Like,
you know
man,
he's there. You're like, I'm talking about Lance Stroll. You know he's there
hey,
because of his dad. Like
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
not based off performance, not based off experience, not best. You know he's a one of the best drivers. No, he's there because daddy pays for him to be there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Like yeah, I'm pretty sure that must suck as a team, as a pit crew
Yeah.
member. It's like dude, and I think I read or I saw rumor about that also that I know Lawrence Stroll was like screaming at the team. I think it was last week in Japan, like yelling at them like, "Yo, we need results," and like all hands on deck type of shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like he just doesn't get it probably.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, dude, your son's getting outperformed by rookies.
Yeah.
Like he's getting
Antonelli.
outperformed by rookies. Like,
Yeah.
come on now. I mean, is it the car? Maybe. I mean, but still, it's like there's no reason Alpine should be outperforming you.
Yeah.
Alpine is like basura, you know. And yeah, dude. I mean, Alpine technically they were up there. I know Gasly, I think, was seventh,
Seventh.
and
Yeah.
they've been brutally bad, dude. So it's like you got outperformed by Alpine. So I
Okay.
mean, I don't know. It might be that, and some teams have said it before. So there isn't a lot of development going on with these cars for this year
Mm-hmm.
because the teams are spending all their money for the development of the 2026 cars.
Okay.
Because the changes, the regulations are going to be way crazier, supposedly. So
Mm-hmm.
then all the teams are focusing a majority of their money into the 2026 car because there's
Okay.
really no point in trying to like really, really develop, or change it up on your 2025 car when the
Mm-hmm.
regulations are going to be way different. That there's
Okay.
not much you're going to be able to carry from 2025 into 2026. Whereas
Okay.
before you were like, oh, 23, 24, 25, we can spend money there because we know they're all going to you're still going to be able to use that stuff in 2022, 20, or 23, 24, 25.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that I mean that might be part of it, and they probably got Newey working on the 26 car, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not looking good for them on that one.
Okay. Okay. And then
So
my other question for
yeah,
you, last one for this race is what happened to your boy Carlos Sainz?
so Signs was in the top six, dude. He was
Uh huh.
six.
Uh huh. Uh
And from what I understand, I didn't get to see it, but I'm pretty positive. Liam Slowson is the one that took him out.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he got a penalty for causing the crash.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, let's see, because yeah, I don't know. We were watching the race, and then he was all of a sudden he wasn't there, and I was like, what happened?
Okay.
And I think it was because Liam Lawson. And let's see. Oh, I guess not. It sounds like he had a bump in with Yuki then.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like he bumped in with Yuki, and then he had a hole in his side pod.
Okay.
Which is interesting then, because then I don't know what Liam Lawson got a penalty for.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but he got a 10-second penalty for
Let me
causing
see.
a crash, but I don't see it. It says he was penalized twice. First, a collision with Stroll. So he crashed with Stroll, and then I guess he had then he got another one for a collision with Hulkenberg.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Jeez. So yeah, unfortunately, like Sainz was doing well, dude. He was
Yeah.
finally doing well. He was hanging around the top 10, and lap 31, he just had a bump in with Yuki and put a
Damn.
hole in his car. And in those cars, especially on those tracks, dude, like when they
Mm-hmm.
get a hole on the side pods, they lose a ton of speed. So I think
Gotcha.
at that
Gotcha.
point they were like, well, we're just gonna drop to the bottom anyway, so just retire the car.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Hey.
that was interesting, dude. That kind of sucked. But I mean, we'll see. I don't think he has points yet. Or does he have points? Let's see. Signs.
Uh.
He has 1 point.
Oh, okay.
Signs has 1 point. So that kind of sucks. It's like, oh damn. But we'll see how it goes. I mean,
And then what's coming next?
next one is Saudi Arabia.
Okay, next week, correct?
Yep, next week. So this is the one of basically three weekends in a row, and then
Oh,
I think
okay.
they take like a 2 weekend break.
Oh, okay, okay.
So the first practice will be oh cool. These are the early races, so these are cool. So Friday you're gonna have free practice on Friday at 6:30 in the morning. Then second
Mm-hmm.
practice at 10 in the morning. Both you and I are on the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
free practice 3 FP3 is at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay, okay.
Qualifying is Saturday at 10 a.m. and then the race is Sunday at 10 a.m. So nice
Oh,
little kind of
nice.
like a nice little football feel. You're like, oh shit, 10 a.m. game, 10
Yeah.
a.m. race,
Órale.
Easter Sunday race, which is that's for sure what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, probably the same here.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing at 10 a.m. on Sunday is watching that race. So yeah, that'll be a nice little
And then
race.
one more thing for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys just watch the Spanish? I mean, the English broadcast for F1, or can you guys watch the Spanish broadcast also?
So we have F1 TV, so
Mm-hmm.
it's straight British.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like straight F1's own. It's their own app,
Yeah.
so it's a subscription. And the reason you watch it too is because the app has the different views. So like you can view the race, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then you can also choose what driver you want to see. So
Mm,
you
okay.
can switch it so that you're watching the actual driver cam and listening to what's being told to them on the radio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
can switch the view to like they're talking about the race, but you're watching like a telemetry. So you're watching like the dots or whatever, see where
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
at.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
Like,
good.
yeah, so it's like for those that get really intense, like it's pretty cool. So like when we were really into it and Checo was racing, we would have 3 TVs. So I'd have
Mm-hmm.
one, I'd log in and put it like on the main feed on the
Mm-hmm.
TV, and then like I'd have like the Checo cam, I'd have it like on one TV, and then I had like the telemetry on the other TV.
Mm, okay. Okay.
So that
Gotcha.
was kind of cool, you know. So I might just do that again just because it was kind of fun
Yeah.
um, to see what it's like.
No,
But yeah,
and I asked that because I know I watch through the internet, my legal ways. I don't want to talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
But like I know the zone,
Oh yeah.
the I guess the company they have the zone F1, and
Mm-hmm.
usually their broadcast is in Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
and it's different, of course. But
Oh yeah.
that's why I asked because you're like, oh, these British commentators is racist as fuck. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, why don't you switch over to the Spanish one and see if you like that one,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's why I asked. I'm like, is it? Do you think it's gonna be different, or do you just think you're already used to the English one, and you're just gonna be like, ah, fuck it.
No, it would be cool. It would be cool because I've seen some.
I mean, does it give you that option to switch over to Spanish broadcast on the app?
I think it does.
I
I
think
I,
yeah,
I think it does.
I would see why not,
Yeah, I think it does, dude. Pretty. I'm almost pretty positive. I think it
Yeah.
does. I just we've never done it, but like
Mm.
I've seen like the. It's almost like soccer, bro. Like in
Yeah.
Spanish, it's way more exciting than in the English version,
Yeah.
especially the
Yep.
British people. Like
Hmm.
there's just very little excitement in their voice.
Yep.
And in Spanish, it hits differently, just like
Oh
soccer. I'd
yes.
rather watch soccer in Spanish, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. I
Even
don't
though,
go. To,
hey, look, because I listen to soccer like that in Spanish, and sometimes I don't get what the fuck they're saying.
yeah.
But like you said, when it's like happening action, it's like you're like, oh damn, oh damn,
Mm-hmm.
your ears pick up because it's
Yeah.
like it's getting exciting and stuff.
Uh huh.
So I wonder if
Yeah.
that's how it is in F1. Like, oh, like us trying to take them and
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would think it is. I mean, hell,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have church in Spanish. I mean, to me, church in English is
Yeah,
like. Not that I go to church very often, but when I
yeah,
used to go to church very often, it was like I don't like English mass. I
oh
like
yeah,
Spanish math
yeah.
mass better. So yeah, that was that. I mean, I don't know. Everything's better in Spanish sometimes. You know, I'm just
Yeah,
being
no. So
biased.
like that's how I watched the F1. Like I watched it in Spanish. So I was like, oh, this is entertaining.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, I would say try it. See
I'm
what
gonna
you
have to
think.
do that. I'm gonna see if I can watch Bahrain and
Yeah,
in
No,
Spanish.
Saudi Arabia in Spanish.
Sorry, Saudi Arabia in Spanish.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, cool. Should be. I mean, let me know how it is. We'll talk about it next time.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so you've been watching Drive to Survive. You're almost done with season one, and then after you're,
I think I'm in the middle,
yeah,
season one. So I was like,
okay,
I'm telling you, I'm still trying to. I got
yeah,
life, and then yeah,
yeah,
trying to find times. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, season one, like I said, it's a good way to kind of break into it, get a hang of it, and then you can
Mhm.
just jump straight over to the most recent season,
Mhm.
so you can kind of get caught up on all the current drama and everything else,
Yeah.
and that'll be good. And then hopefully, maybe one day they'll hear us and be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a Hard Knocks version of F1."
Latest like 1 week,
Oh, that would be so
in
good.
season drive
Yeah,
to.
dude.
Oh,
Oh, that would
that'd
be
be dope.
so good. So much drama. But like as you see, so like, all right, let me ask you this: from the little bit that you've seen of season one, are you starting to see that like the reason why like freaking F1 is is like one of those like sports, but like it's got the drama of like telenovela.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's
Because you can feel there's a lot of pressure
yeah, right.
and a lot of pressure to win, and like they definitely show the money side.
Mhm.
And of
Mhm.
course, whenever you have a lot of money being thrown around, like there's a lot of pressure on
Mhm.
everybody. And so that's what I'm noticing. I was like, damn, this is not just about racing. This is about like
Right.
driving and like
Right.
money and
And
like you
politics like
and
yeah.
politics and your headquarters and like
Yeah.
who's does this and like yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And they I mean and they did a really good way to bring out the drama, to
Hmm.
like magnify the drama because they know drama sells. So I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
they did it the right way. But yeah, it's the drama off the track is just as good as the drama on the track with F1.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yep.
that makes it that gives it a unique little twist on the sport, which kind of makes you be like, okay, I didn't really care about it back then. Like when I was younger, I watched F1, but it wasn't
Okay.
because of the drama. I had like no
Hmm.
clue about the drama. And now that I'm older and F1 is kind of picked up again a little bit
Hmm.
more, especially in the United States,
Yeah.
like that's pretty good. I will say, I'm hoping. I don't know if you've also heard those rumors, but like it's getting closer and closer to like people saying that Checo might be driving for Cadillac next year.
Okay. Okay.
So for Andretti or whatever, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
And then the other thing is there's an Indy driver who races for McLaren, who's another Mexican, Pato O'Ward,
Hmm.
and Checo and him get along really well, and now he's putting it out there even more and more and more, just saying like, I think it would be amazing for Cadillac to have two Mexican drivers in F1.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, I mean that would bring them a lot of money. It wouldn't be a bad move.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Pato Ward is a really successful driver
IndyCar.
in IndyCar.
Hmm.
He drives for McLaren. I don't know that he's ever going to get a seat in F1, especially not through McLaren when you have Lando and Piastri.
Yeah.
Uh, but like for him to be with Cadillac, that'd be pretty cool, dude. You've got a seasoned driver in Pato, even though he'd be making his first splash into F1, and then
Hmm.
you've got a proven F1 winner, race winner in Checo,
Okay.
who's won before. I dude, that'd be that. Just think about the money they'd bring in.
Yeah.
Like the amount of money they'd bring in would be just ridiculous for a first
All
year
right.
team
Yep.
and the sponsors. Oh
Hmm.
yeah, and then the chance to kind of stick it to Red Bull on what might be an even playing field because it's new regulations for everyone.
Hmm.
That would be interesting. So
Okay. Okay.
I'd be curious about that. But yeah, man, I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are after Saudi Arabia, and then after maybe getting a couple more of Drive to Survive episodes in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'll certainly, I'll definitely give ask you your opinion, of course, and then bring up more rumors, and
Mm-hmm.
then definitely continue with Drive to Survive and see how that goes. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, hopefully in season Drive to Survive, man, that'll be
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for a podcast and you don't mind listening to podcasts in Spanish, um, there's a podcast that I started listening to on YouTube. Um, and it's a bunch of there's like three Mexican dudes, and it was pretty good, dude. Shit, let me see what it's called. I think
Okay. Okay.
it's called like Black Monkey TV Desde el Paddock. So I'll send you the link right quick.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
um, the channel is Black Monkey TV, but the name of the podcast is called Desde el Paddock.
Desde el Paddock. Okay.
Yeah. So let me send you the link. But yeah, dude, like this last episode that they had was pretty cool because they had a guy named Arturo Elias, and basically this guy is like a big time kind of negotiator. Like that's kind of what he grew up doing,
Mm-hmm.
but he negotiated a couple of Checo's contracts.
Oh, okay.
And like they were asking him like, yo, so have you negotiated anything recently? He's like, I'm not gonna tell you, I can't say or whatever. But yeah, dude, like just their vibe, dude. I really like their vibe.
Oh,
Like
okay. Okay.
the way they talk, the way especially obviously they're Checo supporters, right? But
Mm-hmm.
one of them is I think a former racer, things like
Okay.
that. And so yeah, I just sent it to you. But yeah, I think that was the last one that I saw. There might be another one. I think they pump out episodes every week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but they're pretty cool, dude. Like I said, if you don't mind listening to in Spanish, I was like, oh, I like these guys.
All right. I gotta check it out then.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
Speaking of, yeah.
I think
Go
I've
ahead.
listened to one. I think the Pit.
Oh yeah, the Pit is pretty good. The two dudes, there's
Yeah,
yeah,
two English dudes. Yeah.
yeah. One of my most favorite ones was then we're like, yeah, we owe Checo an apology.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They
that was
said
a good
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was like, I think everybody owes Checo an apology. They're like, we didn't realize how good we had it when Checo was driving the second Red Bull car.
Idiots.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Speaking of episodes, though,
Mm-hmm,
I think my wife's gonna love to hear this. But how many episodes of Severance are you in?
Yeah, so I started with Severance. Two. I did the first two because it's intense. It's intense. Like the first one, like getting introduced to it, I was like, okay. And then I saw the second episode with the girl with Helly. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is crazy. And yeah, dude, it's trippy. Like the first thing that tripped me out is the whole setup, like the whole office.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle, looks like in the middle of the mountain, big ass, office building, and the cars parked in the parking lot with snow around it, and the dude like walks in and like it looks all nice, and he goes down to like his workstation, and it's like just a maze of like a white hallway.
Yeah.
Then he gets to like his computer, and it's like kind of like 19, I want to say 70, 80s.
Yeah, right. The technology is a trip.
Yeah, it's like, but they still have like key cards. They still have everything, and cell phones. I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was trippy that first episode, and then of course the boss, the I say Melchek.
Yeah.
And then there's the co-workers, of course, and everything they do, and it's like this shit is to me what I got it from it is like this is like a social experiment type of thing.
Yeah.
And then I saw the second episode. Second episode revolved around Helly, where she gets they show her getting implanted with some, I guess, a chip. I guess I want to say, and everything she goes through, and of course, then she during the episode she starts to ask like, why don't we leave, or what happens if we leave, or if we quit, and blah 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 this, and then yeah, it's trippy. And then he, of course, what's his name? I think it's the main character is Mark, I believe.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, he goes home, and then it shows that his neighbor is actually his boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course they say he finds his old coworker Petey out in the fucking woods, like trying to survive. And then it ended with the second episode. I think I remember it ended with Mark taking Petey back home so he could have a shower, and I guess Petey's going through it with seeing his double vision, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's where it left off. So I was like, oh man, this is
Dude,
crazy, trippy,
you're not
trippy.
even, dude. You're not even, dude. You're like
Yeah,
it's just the tip of the iceberg, bro. It is just the tip of the. If you're anything like me, who like tries to like figure it out and solve it, and you're like, all right, hold on,
uh,
let me start piecing these together, and you're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. Like this show, like really, it was hard for me to really key in on it and be like, oh, this is gonna happen. There was
mm-hmm,
some things that I was able to nail down with Helly eventually, and a couple other things here and there. But dude, like it's nothing, bro. These dudes, whoever, like, well, obviously Ben Stiller and some of the other people, right? But
mm-hmm,
this show's a trip, man.
yeah,
Like it, I'm telling you, dude. What you thought you knew,
okay,
man, your
okay,
fucking mind's gonna be blown. And I do like the one thing that I always kind of liked while I was watching it, that it doesn't really give anything away, right? It's just kind of like the moral dilemma that comes
mm-hmm,
from this thing, because by now you obviously know, right, that severance means you're a different person at work than you are at home,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
mm-hmm,
and those two personalities are completely separate. So
mm-hmm,
obviously you know that. But like, and it seems like, oh, okay, whatever, maybe it's not so bad. Like maybe being a different person is not so bad at work, because then I don't have to remember a shitty day at work and things like that. But
yeah.
it's like,
Well, with the Mark, I think he doesn't want to remember that his wife died or something like that,
correct,
right?
correct,
So I
yeah,
was like,
he's,
okay, he did the severance so he can forget about his wife at work.
yeah,
So I
the
was like,
drama,
okay,
yeah, the trauma or whatever.
mm-hmm,
But like, dude, yeah, man, it's a trip.
yeah.
Oh, especially just remember that part that you just said. Just, oh my god, dude, it's so
Which
good.
with the wife, with
Well,
the
yeah, obviously his wife died, so he's avoiding the trauma. But like, it's crazy, dude. Like, it's
yeah.
just, it's awesome, dude.
I mean
It's
that from what I got from these two episodes and the name Helly, I'm like Helly. I'm like that's weird. And the reason why I bring it up because I see that I watch TV with subtitles. So I'm
mm-hmm.
looking at it and they spell it Helly.
Why? Yeah,
So I'm like Helly. It looks hell, you know.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
I have a feeling that she's gonna be hell for him
Got it, got it. Okay,
because that's her name, Helly, and that's how
yeah,
they called her. I'm like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a weird ass name, Helly. I
yeah.
was like, all right, cool. But that's what I'm thinking
Loving
is gonna
this.
happen. Like
I am loving this.
she's gonna give him hell or drive his life hell. But like I said, I think it's like a social experiment where the company is trying to figure out how to create the perfect employee, pretty much.
Okay,
And
okay, okay.
so that's Mark. They're trying to help. They're trying to get research to create the perfect employee. They have Mark. They're trying to throw Helly at Mark so she could
Mm-hmm.
throw his life upside down. And they continue on with this little experiment that they're running. Because yeah, it's a lot, man. I was like, man, this is people are crazy and shit. Man.
Dude, I can't wait to come back to this conversation. I don't know how many
Uh,
episodes, how many podcast episodes later, and be like, "Do you remember what your take was originally?" Oh,
oh, okay,
oh,
okay. That's
Cease, I'm
the
so pumped that you're on this show, dude. I am so
yeah.
pumped. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till the next time that we chat and see how many episodes you got on. If you did it, if you did, no big deal. We'll
No,
keep
yeah,
talking
yeah. I'll
about it.
let you
But
know. But
yeah,
I'm gonna try to do I think episode a week. I'm gonna try, but
yeah, yeah,
I think I'll find the time. But yeah,
yeah.
man, it's
The cool thing is they're
trippy.
not that
Trippy.
long. I think they're less than an
Yeah,
hour, so it's not
yeah.
like a long episode. But yeah, dude, it is definitely trippy. Is definitely a word, dude. But I think you're gonna like it, man.
Okay,
I
okay.
think you're gonna like it. All right. Well, hey, so we've got that Severance, covered.
Yep. No, my only other little topic I want to ask you is about Nintendo.
Yeah. What's up?
I know I don't know if you heard, but Nintendo 2
Mm-hmm.
is coming out. They're dropping it. I think I want to say July or October. I think I remember. But my
Yeah.
question to you is, are you gonna get it? And are because I know you and your family do the whole little racing thing, correct?
Yeah.
And are you gonna get it? Are you looking forward to it? Are you planning on getting the whole racing thing, like the little pedals and the racing gear? What do you think about it?
So I
Oh, and they are dropping Mario Kart World Tour, I believe.
World Bundle. Oh yeah,
World,
World. Yeah, I think yeah. They're doing it like together as a yeah. It's called the Mario Kart World.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that'll be available June 5th. So obviously that they're dropping it together with the Nintendo Switch too.
Okay, June. Okay.
Yeah. Um, I want to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get it, but I don't know, dude. That like it's so hard for me to even have time to play video games.
Yeah.
I mean,
Have you talked
like,
about it with your? You say your sister in law and her husband play, right?
yeah, they play Mario Kart.
Have they talked about this new system coming out too?
I think that we've talked about it briefly, but I don't think we've
Okay.
talked about it very much in detail. And see like if that's something we want to go to. I would probably venture that they're probably not going to get a Nintendo Switch 2. So what
Okay.
I don't know is does that can you can you can you do like cross platform, you know? Can you be like, "Oh,
Mm.
can I play a Mario Kart or a Nintendo Switch game on a Nintendo 2 Switch game, you know,
Mm.
or system or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
Um Like, does it give you that playback capability?
Okay.
So I don't know if it does.
Yeah.
I'd have to look into it. Of course, as the kid inside of me, yeah, I want
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch too, and I want the Mario Kart game.
Yep.
Um, the adult in me is like, bro, it's gonna be like $500.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's gonna be like $500, and it's only gonna be like one controller, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to play with anyone else.
Yep.
Um,
I'm sure it's gonna be a hot ticket. You got to go find it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. It's available June 5th. I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
June 5th. I mean, the graphics look pretty damn dope.
Yeah.
Um,
And of course, there's gonna be a new game, new worlds for Mario Kart. So I was like, oh man, that sounds exciting.
yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's right around for Father's Day. Wink,
Yeah.
wink. You know, but I did also kind of drop a hint for Father's Day for a PlayStation 5,
Oh, okay, okay,
just
okay.
because I really want to play an F1 game. So they have
Okay.
they have the F1 game, and I want to see like if I would buy like the pedals and the wheel.
Oh,
You
okay,
know,
okay.
I want to. I'd really like to try that.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope. So we were at Costco the other day, and I was like, I told my youngest daughter, I'm like, hey, yeah, tell your mom to be like, hey, mom, Father's Day is coming up. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That would be the only kind of. I mean, even then, like it's still pretty expensive for a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, I don't really have time to play. I mean, right now, it's funny that you bring up video games. So right now, I'm playing a game called Gears of War.
Okay.
I used to love this game. I used to play it all the time, and I was talking to one of the dads about it, and it kind of came up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember Gears of War." So then I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm gonna update my like I haven't played. I literally had to do so many downloads on my fucking
Mm.
PlayStation. Sorry, I was on my Xbox because that's how long it's been since I played it. And
Okay.
then I realized I'm like, oh shit, I don't even have Gears of War #1. Like that got stolen when people broke into my house years ago, and it was in my PlayStation or my Xbox. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh shit, like I have the box, but I don't have the game, so I had to download the game. So I'm playing the digital version, and I was like, oh,
Mm.
like I want to go through the whole series again because I used to love that game. So here
Okay.
I am. Like I used to play it all the time with Robert, my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like we used to play it all the time. We used to stay up late. So here I am playing a game from like, fuck, I think Gears of War came out in 2006. So I'm
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
Gears of War on my Xbox One or whatever.
Mm.
Um, just trying to kind of get used to it and everything else. But and that's barely, like I said, I'm like, oh shit, let me squeeze in like an hour here. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed late
Yeah.
today. I'm gonna go to bed like at 10 because I want to squeeze in some 1 hour of video game or whatever.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, so it's funny that you say that. So yeah, would I like a Nintendo 2 or Nintendo Switch 2? Yeah. Do I want to drop
Mm-hmm.
$500 on a system that my daughters may play more than me?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. What about you?
Yeah, man. Like, I of course I got boys over there, and they showed me the whole little video. They're like, look, I was like, okay, I get it. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be dope, but I already got I got the Switch. I got the Switch. I think the mini Switch. I guess the
Oh,
one that doesn't detach from the controllers.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm like, I don't know if I want this Nintendo 2 or not yet. I think eventually I probably will get it.
Yeah.
But not as soon as it drops. But yeah, I think playing just thinking about Mario Kart, just playing that game is gonna be dope, man. Because it's like, dude, that game is like nostalgic almost and shit, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. That was. You know, it's funny. I saw the other day. There was a video on Instagram. I think it was Instagram,
Hmm.
and it's like when you go back to playing like the old school games, and they were showing this guy who was at somebody else's house, and they busted out the golden eye on the.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude, he was like,
yeah,
oh my god, he was loving it, dude. He was so pumped, and I was like,
yeah,
man, I remember those days, man. Those nights we used to
yeah,
have at Davey's house or Carlo's house or whatever, and
yeah.
we would just, just fucking be playing like crazy. And same thing with like Mario Kart, and then or we would end up doing what was it, Star Fox también, no?
Yeah, también. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, man, I was like, those were good times right there.
Those are
So
good times. Hell yeah.
big time with the nostalgia. So yeah, that Mario Kart, that'll always be a thing. So
Yeah, but nah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'll keep you updated. See, because I think they're gonna drop the Mario Kart like the little trailer for the game. I think next week or something like that, or 2 weeks. So I was like, oh, I was looking forward to that too. See how it looks. So
well,
we'll see.
they already have on the website. If you
Oh,
go to
they
the
do.
website, yeah, if you go to it, they've got like a little bit of a trailer.
Oh,
They've
okay.
got a
I think
trailer
that.
for sure. They have a trailer for sure on YouTube for the Nintendo 2.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's the
but
one
it
they released.
yeah, but if you click on, let me see if my thing pasted on my end. No, it didn't pay. Well, no, it didn't paste.
Okay.
But if you go to Nintendo.com, and then
Mm-hmm.
it'll show you Mario Kart World, and then you click on Learn More. It shows you a video of what it's gonna look
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay.
which
Gotcha.
looks
Gotcha.
which looks pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope.
All right. All right. Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll keep you guys updated with
Yeah,
everything like that. You know.
yeah. We might even we'll show it next time. We'll put it on the podcast.
Oh,
If
hell yeah.
yeah, we'll see what that looks like. Oh, actually, hold on. I think the trailer's out.
Oh, okay.
Where's my mouse? A ver, a ver. Oh, yeah, there's a trailer. You know what? It's a minute and 50. Let's do it. Let's add this
Okay. Go
trailer
for it.
on here. Okay, okay, okay. Screen. There we go. Is it this one? Yep, this one. Share. Here we go.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
There we go. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Bowser's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, my guy.
Yoshi. They got a boat. Okay.
Yeah.
Jet
Oh, little
ski.
plane. Oh. That's a lot of racers on there.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the track, there's a lot of people on track, but I'm assuming this is like online play video,
Yeah.
right?
King Boo.
Shy guys, little shy guys. Oh shit, a cow?
A cow. Toad.
Oh, you can get big. You saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so you got alternate, you know, outfits.
Okay.
Okay, all right, dude. So they look like they have the whatchamacallit, the mushrooms where you can get big, because it looked like
Yeah.
Toe got big and he was running everybody
Yep.
over.
That's dope. That's
Oh,
dope.
I like that. I like that. That was pretty cool, dude. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You got to see a
Oh.
trailer from Mario Kart World. That looks pretty dope. It looked like there was more than 12 racers on the track, though, but I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah, like I think you're right because I didn't see. I saw some different characters that I've never seen before. So I'm like, it's
Yeah,
probably the little characters you could create online, and
online,
then
yeah.
yeah, but that's dope though.
Oh,
It
that
looks
was a
dope.
yeah, man. That was cool, dude. That looks really cool. So I'm excited about that.
All
I
right,
would
all right.
probably, I mean, I'm assuming Mario Kart World's also going to come out for the regular Switch.
I would say so.
Yeah, like it might be a while.
Hmm.
They're probably going to want you to, because if not, they won't be able to force you to buy the Switch too.
Yeah,
So I'm sure it'll be a while before it comes out for the Nintendo Switch, but
yep,
it'll be available June 5th for Nintendo Switch too. So,
yep, yep.
so yeah, man, that's exciting. I'm excited. Well, let's see
Yeah.
let's see what kind of excitement you pull out in your last couple of packs, though.
Oh shit! All right,
Yeah, we got some packs, ladies and gentlemen, for C's from the
I'll
last
do
time
this
he bought a
quick.
box. Let's see what he's got, and then we'll call it a night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, let me see. Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, off
You
to
know,
a hot start.
off the hot start. Look, Bo Nix rookie card.
Oh, okay,
Very
okay.
good. Very good.
Let's go. That is a good pull right there.
Mark Brunell,
Oh, throwing it back to Mr. Jaguar.
Josh Downs, Jacoby Myers,
Man.
Quentin Williams. Got a Hall of Fame Bill Parcells.
That
But
looks like
yeah,
a straight
man,
filler card. Like, oh,
Bo
filler.
Nix.
Hey, there you go.
That's a good one. All right, give me one
Let's
minute.
hope
Let
he
me go.
keeps it on his trajectory.
Shit, he better.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like one of the cards I could send in to get it graded. Shit.
Yup. Get it graded ahead of time.
I was gonna ask you, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking some tequila, some
Oh, okay.
Lalo.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I haven't had Lalo in a hot minute.
Got you, got you. I got Xavier Wood, DJ Moore,
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Hill, Adrew Phillips rookie card. Looks
Mm-hmm.
like a defensive back for the Giants.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry if you guys can't see. Oh, Tariq Hill.
Speaking of Tyreek Hill, while you open the cards, let's talk about Tyreek Hill right quick. What do you think's
And
gonna
I got
happen to
a.
Tyreek Hill?
Oh, he's probably gonna get suspended. Is it George Kittle?
Oh, okay.
Epic performer.
Is it numbered? No.
Let me check. No, it's not numbered.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, man. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. He's been. What is it? I mean, they just called the cops on him. He really
Yeah, he
didn't get
wasn't.
arrested.
Yeah, he didn't get arrested, but it still
But
falls under player conduct, no?
who
The
knows?
conduct policy or whatever.
Who knows? Because I know he got arrested for. He got pulled over that whole incident at
Yeah.
home in Miami. But who knows, man? I got what is it? Brian Mitchell card, Jaden Reed, Tyler Lockett, who's not there. Oh, Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie
Hey,
card.
there you go. Okay,
That's good. That's
okay.
good.
There you
I got a
go.
Christian Watson card, green parallel
Oh,
looks like,
okay, okay, okay.
and I got a George Pickens green parallel. Hopefully he
Oh,
does good too.
yeah. Hopefully he gets it together.
Oh,
I don't know who's gonna be
what?
throwing the ball to him.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe it'll be Aaron Rodgers. Who knows?
He might take a step back because they do have DK, so you never know, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That would be bad for your card, though.
I know.
That would be muy malo.
All right, let me see. I got an Eddie George. Oh yeah,
Oh,
nice.
Eddie
Remember Eddie
George.
George?
I loved Eddie George. I loved
Yeah.
Eddie George, dude. He was awesome.
Charles Haley, Hall of Fame card. I got a Curtis Samuel, Buffalo Bills. Your Bills.
Oh, look at this. Curtis Samuel. Let's go.
Justin Herbert, Saquon. Oh shit,
Oh,
Saquon with the
hey.
Eagles.
Hey. There you go.
And I
Thank
got
you,
a Bryce
Giants.
Hall notoriety.
Okay. All right.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to pick it up. Make that
Yep.
car worth something. He needs to pick it up.
They said that they're looking to go for a committee with the Jets backfield. So I was like, oh, he might take a step back
Oh,
too.
that hurts.
I know. All right, this is my
That
last pack.
hurts. Ah, here we go. Make it good. Can we get an autograph? Let's see.
I know.
Make it worth your
So I got a
cards.
Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton,
Okay.
Josh Haynes Allen, Daniel Jones. Oh, I got one stuck.
Well, maybe that's the
Oh,
right
I got a
card.
Ricky Purcell rookie card.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
okay.
that. Oh, the Niner homers. There you
Yeah,
go.
Niners.
There you
And
go.
the last one is Jared Goff green parallel.
Ooh,
Okay,
good
okay.
old Jarrett. I
So
think
yeah, man,
your best ones will be probably the
the rookie
Marvin
cards.
Harrison and the other rookie card.
Knicks, and I got this
Yeah,
Purcell. Okay, I'll
Purcell.
keep a hold of it. That's it, man.
Yeah, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, I got to get some more cards too, man. I haven't had a chance to go
Yeah.
out and buy anything, so I have to see when I can find some. But there we.
Okay, okay.
Well, and also I was going to Target
Mm-hmm.
to buy them, but the wife said Target is off limits. You know,
Oh shit.
she said we're boycotting Target, so I was like, oh man, can't go to Target to buy my cards, and I can't go to Walmart to buy my stuff. So I gotta support the wifey and her decisions. So it's like,
Yep, yep.
all right, then I don't know where I'm gonna go get cards, short of like
Shit.
buying them,
Yeah, your local sports card shop. That's it.
which they're gonna hike up.
Yep.
It's like, oh, that's gonna hurt. So we'll see. But I'll be like, hey, listen, I'm supporting the small businesses.
Yeah.
I'm supporting the small businesses that they themselves probably don't do DEI, but I'm supporting them anyways.
Yep, yep.
It is what it is. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of the episode
33.
33. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 33. Let's go.
Dessert.
C's, what do you got to say to the people, man?
Nah, man, just it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Hit that like button. Hit that comment. Send us some sponsorships. And yeah, man, I'll keep up on that Severance. Definitely, we'll talk more about it for sure.
All right, man. Well, like C said, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you watching us for 33 episodes. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the content. Hopefully, you guys like what you see. And as C said, hit that like button, leave us a comment so we know you're watching, and hit that bell because that's how you'll know that we pop one up or pop one out. Sorry. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for hitting us up in episode 33. Go Guardians. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.